What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mythic Legion's Figura Obscura, Father Christmas. And so here we have the Mythic Legion's Figura Obscura Father Christmas pose and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories. Father Christmas does come with two different head sculpts. We do get the head sculpt where he has a great long white beard, and we do get a head where he has a shorter white beard. He also does come with a soft goods hood which goes over his robe, which looks really nice. He does come with his walking stick, which looks really nice, and you can attach a lantern to that, which is also really good. He does come with a sack full of toys, which looks really nice. I do like it. He does come with a toy elf that you can put into his pockets. He does come with a drum that you can actually put on the side of his belt, which looks really nice. He comes with a trumpet which he can either hold or put inside one of his pockets as well. He does come with a crown which does go on both heads, and that looks really nice. He does come with a tree, which that is flocked, so be careful with that, that will flake. And then he does come with a sack of goodies, and inside the sack of goodies we do get a toy duck, a toy puppy, and then we get two war helms that Father Christmas can don, and those look really nice. Other than that, Father Christmas doesn't really come with any other accessories, but he comes with just enough. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at Father Christmas. And so here we have a closer look at Father Christmas, and I think the Four Horsemen have done a really good job with this figure. Now, I was on the fence about getting this figure for a really long time, but then after thinking about it, I had to get this figure in my collection. I already have Krampus, I have the Headless Horseman. Why not throw Santa Claus into the mix? And even though he's not technically Santa Claus, he's still modeled after Santa Claus. You can call him whatever you want. You can call him the jolly old Saint Nick, Santa Claus, Kris Kringle, Father Christmas, whatever you want to call him. This is the man in red, and he looks really nice. I do like it. The head sculpt is done very nicely, and is it my imagination, or he kind of looks a little bit like Tim Allen? Maybe they got some inspiration from the Tim Allen movie, who knows. So moving on to the figure, he does have a body underneath his robe, which is attached via this belt right here, which you can actually unclasp that. And then he does have a purple robe underneath his red robe, and I think the colors contrast really nicely. And underneath the robe we have I want to say it's a generic Mythic Legion's body, but I don't collect Mythic Legions enough to know which body is used for Santa Claus here, but it's a really nice body. It fills out really nicely. Even though he's not chubby or has a belly, he still looks the part for Father Christmas, and that looks really nice. I do like the fact that we do get this hood that you can drape over him. I do have it off to the side right now, which will have pictures and probably the final thoughts with it on him. I do want to talk about this robe here, so we're going to take his head off really fast. Sorry, Santa. And we're just going to talk about the robe here. It is very well done. Absolutely gorgeous work here by the Four Horsemen. I don't know what I love more, whether the fabric that they use for the red, the soft white that they use right here, the gold trim, which looks amazing, especially caught under the lights. It's just a really nice looking figure. Now, me personally, I would have also included the trim going around the back of the collar, but it's not a big deal. Like, it's just done very well. And one thing I do like, there's a wireframe in here, so you can pose this if you really want to. And in fact, there's a wireframe even in the sleeves, so if you move the sleeves up, you can actually replicate it as if the sleeve is hanging down, and that is very good. I like that. It's just a really nice figure in general, and he does have some gauntlets right there, probably leather gauntlets. You don't know who Santa's fighting up in the north, probably some White Walkers. But yeah, it's a really nice looking figure. The belt is done really nicely. It even has the holes right here for adjusting the belt, and that's just a small little detail. It's not supposed to be something that you can actually adjust, but it's there. So yes, they did a lot of care into this figure, and I do like the fact that these pockets are working pockets. You can actually put the toy elf and the trumpet in there, which that's really nice. I do like that. Let's actually put his head back on really fast. it's a little bit stiff putting it on, but once it goes on, it stays on. It doesn't want to fall off. So yes, really nice looking figure. And then as you saw earlier, he does have some black greaves on, which this Santa's ready for war. I'm not gonna lie, he is wearing armor underneath there. So yeah, whoever he's fighting up in the north, he is fighting them. But all joking aside, I really do love this figure, and I am really glad I did not pass on it. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Father Christmas compared to other figures you may have in your collection. Here we have Father Christmas posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have Father Christmas posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have Father Christmas posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And finally, here we do have the Figura Obscura Father Christmas posed next to the Figura Obscura Krampus and the Figura Obscura Headless Horseman. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually have a look at Father Christmas's articulation. Now, Father Christmas does have a ball joint here at the head, so he can look up. He really can't look down because of his beard, and even with the alternate head, which has a shorter beard, you're not going to get too much movement out of that, so that is unfortunate. As far as head movement goes, he gets surprisingly good head swivel. Like, he turns all the way around if you really wanted him to. I guess he really does see you when you're sleeping and knows when you're awake. But yeah, really good head movement here. His arms are on ball joints that do go out to the side, and they do hit a full T-pose, so I do like that. They go down and then they go all the way around. If you really want it, actually, I just did a full rotation and he's wearing his robe. So yeah, good job, Father Christmas. And now, unfortunately, he only has a single bend here at the elbow, and that does swivel. So he does have somewhat of a bicep swivel, even though it's just done here at the elbow. We have a swivel hinge here at the wrist, as well as rotation here at his gauntlet. He does have a mid-torso joint which does go back and forward, but because his robe is a little bit thick, it does hinder some articulation, but it is there. You can see he pivots side to side, forward and back, as well as rotates left and right. At the waist, he does rotate left and right as well. Do be a little bit careful, because if you are very crazy with the articulation, you might accidentally pop the belt loose, and that's something you don't want to do because it is quite a pain to peg back in. As far as his legs go, he gets some really good range. He does kick all the way forward. He kicks back to about right there, and I just popped the belt. We'll fix it later. Going out to the side, goes to about right there with all his clothing on. If you were to remove everything, he would get much better range. Actually, let's take the belt off and test that. His legs going out to the side. Oh yeah, it gets all the way out really nicely. So I do like that. He does have a thigh swivel up high. Single bend here at the knee. Now, it is very stiff, and they do recommend you heat up your joints before moving it. I did heat up his knee already, and it's still pretty tight, so I might have to heat that up a little bit more. But yeah, it does hinge really nice. It's just a single hinge, unfortunately. We do have a swivel here at his ankle, which does also hinge forward and back. And then we do have forward-facing pin for rocker ankle. So overall, Father Christmas here has some pretty decent articulation, and it looks really good with the figure. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Mythic Legion's Figura Obscura Father Christmas pose for my final thoughts, and overall, absolutely love the way this figure came out. I am really happy that Four Horsemen were able to make this figure. This was a surprise entry in the Figura Obscura line that I was not expecting. I was expecting them to stay more in the land of mythical monsters and horror themed. Seeing Santa Claus here is a really nice change of pace, and the fact that they took a lot of care when making this figure shows their dedication to the Figura Obscura line. I absolutely love the way Father Christmas here came out. I do like the fact that he did come with two alternate heads. The really long white beard looks really nice, and I know a lot of people might think it hinders a lot of articulation. It really doesn't, but if you want a shorter beard, he at least comes with that option. So overall, I'm really happy with this Santa Claus. I really don't have too many Santa Claus figures in my collection. Actually, I don't even have one. Father Christmas here is an amazing addition to any action figure line. You can throw him in just about any figure line and he'll look good, and he'll even look good with your Mythic Legions, he'll look good with your Marvel Legends, DC Multiverse figures. Anywhere you put him, he's probably gonna look really good, and I love the accessories he comes with. The satchel of toys looks really nice, and I do like the satchel of goodies that came with 2 war helms. I don't know why he would need 2 war helms, but Santa Claus is packing war helms. Overall, I really love this figure, and it just shows that with enough time and dedication, the 4 Horsemen are really showing the love and care for these figures, and they did Father Christmas here justice. Now, if you are looking for Father Christmas, unfortunately, he is sold out on the 4 Horsemen website, which is where I picked mine up for $60. Came out to about $70 after shipping. I really do recommend you guys track this figure down somehow if you really want this really nice Santa Claus in your collection. And one thing I like about him is that he can fit into a regular Christmas display. If you're not a fan of action figure collecting but want a really nice Santa Claus figurine that you can put somewhere for your Christmas decorations, this does the job just as well. So I really do recommend, if you're a fan of the Christmas season, to track down the Figura Obscura Father Christmas and add him to your collection. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other action figure videos, as well as all my other Mythic Legion videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified anytime I upload a video. Until next time, guys, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever you guys celebrate. Be merry, be thankful for having family. If you guys have family, spend time with them, enjoy the holiday season, and until next time, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.